This engraving appears as the frontispiece to Alexander von Suchten's collected works on alchemy, published in German in 1680. Von Suchten's writings were originally issued from about 1567 up to around the end of the 16th century. His work continued to interest people well into the 17th century, when some were reprinted. Von Suchten was a late 16th century Paracelsian physician with an especial interest in antimony. This emblem presents us with the image of the heavens and the sky, with the earth appearing in a small strip below. It explores fourfold correspondences, primarily derived from the four elements. Water and earth appear in this bottom strip, water being associated with the sea and the earth with the land. The symbols of air and fire appear high up in the sky. From the corners of the emblem, four winds blow in towards the centre and are conventionally depicted as cherub faces blowing out of clouds. The east Oriens wind, Urus, at the top right, Septentrial, the north wind, at the lower right, with the west wind at the lower left and the southern wind at the top left. In the upper part of the emblem we see the realm of the 7 planets, which, though usually seen as centred around the Sun, are here pictured with Mercury holding the centre, with the lunar planets Saturn, Moon and Jupiter, those with a crescent in their symbol, on the left, and the solar planets with the circle in their symbol on the right. The 4 parts of the day are indicated, with Venus being the Astrea Matutina, the morning star, Phoebe being the symbol of meridionalis or midday, tenebris or nighttime is shown on the left. Mercury flies in the glow of light set within the clouds, the aurora or dawn, and from this descends the ros coeli, the heavenly dew. This flows down onto a crowned orb set at the centre of the emblem. This is labelled corpus, the body. On the left is Aquila Australis, the crowned eagle from the south, from whose heart a flow of blood descends down to the central form. This is labelled Spiritus Vitae ab Austro, the spirit of life from the south. On the right is a crowned lion. From his heart another flow of blood descends down onto the crowned orb or the body at the centre. This is labelled Ab Oriens Iubar Animus, the radiant soul from the east. Beside the crowned orb is written Liber Sapientiae, the wisdom of Jupiter, and also the royal symbols of the sceptre and palm leaf. We thus see that the cosmic formative powers of the planets, the 4 elements, the 4 winds and parts of the day, the alchemical eagle and lion, have all sent down their influences to the central body symbolized by the crowned orb. It thus has woven into it all the divine wisdom. Though not perhaps explicit in the emblem, this is likely meant to be antimony, whose symbol is a circle topped with a cross, which von Suchten saw as a kind of archetype or matrix out of which all the metals and minerals could be made. Immediately below this central form are 3 lions, representing the 3 principles of salt, sulphur and mercury. They emit streams from their mouths which fall down onto the earth below and enter the mountains, there forming the various minerals and ores of the metals. This is the pinguedo terrae, the fullness or richness of the earth. The 2 winds blowing up from the earth are labelled Zephyrus, the west wind, with fundit fixes, and Aquilo, the north wind, coagulat, coagulates. Thus the earth seizes the emanations of the three principles and fixes and coagulates them into the metals and minerals. This emblem is presenting us with a sort of cosmological picture of the formation of metals out of the high spiritual essences of the planets, brought together with the dew of heaven and the emanations of the eagle and the lion, to form a proto-substance which thus contains in potential all the various metals and minerals within it. This stands above the Paracelsian three principles, the salt, sulphur and mercury, which are the medium or alchemical mechanism through which the actual substance of the metallic ores and minerals are formed in the earth. This emblem shows us a very top-down picture of the formation of the metals and minerals. The creator of this emblem wants us to see these as being entirely formed in spirit in the heights of the cosmos and precipitated into the body of the earth. In this sense we are to view them as the planetary forces in an earthly embodiment.